Andrew Tate's crazy life. Former kickboxer to sports car owner. If you've been cruising around the web lately, you might have stumbled upon a particular series of videos featuring a dapper gentleman driving in high-performance supercars and casually hopping out of private jets. But hold up, we're not talking about Dan Bilzerian here. No, we're talking about Andrew Tate, a former professional kickboxer who was turning heads and raising eyebrows with this rather unusual life story. Andrew Tate, also known as Cobra Tate, is a British-American former world champion who fought in both the cruiserweight and super cruiserweight divisions. Since retiring from the sport, he's earned himself quite a bit of notoriety, and for good reason. This guy's life story is nothing short of bizarre. Let's start at the beginning. Andrew was born on December 1st, 1986 in Washington, D.C. His father, Emery A. Tate Jr., was a former athlete and wrestling advocate who developed combat skills at an early age, joined the military, and became an accomplished chess player, winning the U.S. Armed Forces Championship a total of 3 times. Andrew's grandfather was also a combat expert who distinguished himself in hand-to-hand bare-knuckle fistfights in and around the state of Georgia during World War II. When Andrew was 10, his parents divorced, and he moved to England with his siblings and mother. To help his mother pay the bills and provide for his siblings, Andrew worked a job where he had to move 80-pound boxes of frozen fish at 5 a.m. Talk about a rags-to-riches story. So it's no surprise that Andrew comes by his combat expertise naturally, and thanks to his dad's mastery of the game of chess, he considers himself something of a tactician as well. Andrew had an interest in fighting from a young age, and his father taught him martial arts. At the age of 6, Andrew began taking lessons in boxing, kickboxing, and karate. He loved to fight, and in many interviews, Andrew has said that fighting made him come to terms with what he was good at and what he wasn't. Andrew wanted to use the struggle and hardship that came with fighting to become a strong adult. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Andrew's story gets even weirder. According to his account, he was born 2 weeks overdue and came out of the womb already breathing through his nose. He points this out in his story as if it's some kind of achievement, but a quick Google search will tell you that most babies are born breathing with their nose. And it's not until they're about 3 or 4 months old that they begin to use their mouth. When the doctor who delivered him pinched his thigh to get a response, he was shocked when Andrew didn't cry. Rather, the newborn infant simply craned his neck upwards with a stern look on his face to get a better look at his attacker. The kid must have had some stage presence from the get-go. There was a child, Andrew says, that never cried for attention. Instead, he used grunts to indicate that he was hungry and got what he wanted. Most nights, he slept on his father's massive chest instead of being tucked away in his crib. Soon after he was able to walk, Andrew was taught how to defend himself. He started by learning how to keep his balance, and his father would make a game out of it by gradually pushing him a little harder each day, until the final time when he pushed him so hard that Andrew flew across the room and came within an inch of splitting the back of his head open. But all that training paid off because Andrew was able to catch himself at the age of only 4. Andrew joined the country wrestling championship for kindergartners and wound up taking 2nd place. To this day, he believes he would have taken home 1st place if only his dad had been there to coach him from the sidelines. Unfortunately, his dad had to work that day. In 2005, Andrew won the International Sport Karate Association Full Contract Cruiserweight Championship in England, making him the #1 fighter in his weight class in all of Europe. In 2009, he won the International Sport Karate Association English Light Cruiserweight title by beating Paul Randall and KO'd Daniel Hughes in the same year. Andrew had a controversial loss to Jean-Luc Benoit for the ISCA World Full Contact Light Heavyweight Championship, but he won the rematch and KO'd Benoit in the 8th round. In 2013, Andrew won the 2nd ISCA Award title in a 12-round match. Andrew also had 2 MMA fights, but he decided not to compete in the sport due to the damage his eyes had taken during his kickboxing career. And then, we delve into Andrew Tate's self-help programs. Andrew started what's known as Hustler University to address people's need for learning financial literacy. He claims that it's almost impossible to learn how to make money or run a business through a traditional university, Because most of the professors there have never been businessmen, almost 80,000 students are signed up at Hustler University through a $49 monthly plan. Andrew's War Room program is something different. It addresses the needs of people who think like him and want the same things as him. Together, they can help each other improve mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like Hustler University, War Room works on an affiliate sign-up link, which can be shared and requires a monthly or annual plan. Tate owns several casinos throughout Romania, which he started after realizing that he could partner up with a sponsor who also worked in the casino business. Tate used his ingenuity by offering free coffee to whoever came to the casino, which drove business away from his competitors and towards his business. Another business venture is his webcam business, which he started prior to the current boom. At its peak, Tate claims the business was bringing in a whopping $600 million. Aside from that, he also makes content for his social media platforms. He has a YouTube channel where he shares his opinions on various topics, from politics to self-improvement, and has over 500,000 subscribers. He also has a podcast called Cobra Tate Raw, where he talks about his life experiences and gives advice on how to succeed in business and in life. Number 1. Controversies and criticisms. Andrew Tate is no stranger to controversies and criticisms. He has been accused of being sexist and promoting toxic masculinity, as some of his views on women have been deemed controversial. He has also been criticized for his comments on the Black Lives Matter movement and his support of Donald Trump. Despite the criticisms, Andrew Tate has remained unapologetic and has continued to share his opinions on various topics. He has also been known to engage in online feuds with other social media personalities, which has further fueled the controversy surrounding him. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Andrew Tate is a fascinating figure in the world of social media. He has achieved success in various fields, from kickboxing to business, and has used his platform to share his views and help others achieve their goals. While he may not be everyone's cup of tea, there's no denying that Andrew Tate's rags to riches story is an inspiration to many. So, whether you agree with his views or not, there's certainly a lot to learn from his journey and the lessons he has to offer. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Secret Capital Luxury for more content like this. And if you want to learn more about Andrew Tate and his journey, check out his social media platforms and his Hustler University and War Room programs. Until next time, keep hustling.